I live in Los Angeles. Anybody from Los Angeles? Oh, good. I got a ride home. Thanks, ladies. This is great. There are idiots in Los Angeles. There are people that pay $7 for a bottle of water because it comes from France, you know. Evian. Perrier. I got my own French water. It comes from my kitchen faucet. And they all drive around with bicycles strapped to the back of their cars. And they all have that attitude, you know. You pull up alongside, they give you a look like, we ride bikes. We're in shape. Really? Now you want to prove to me you're in shape? Strap the car to the back of the bicycle. And this happens a lot in LA. They tell you their name, but they think you're too stupid to understand, so they make a reference to it, which really pisses me off. Happened to me a couple of weeks ago. A guy says, yeah, my name is Singer, Bill Singer, you know, like the sewing machine. Really? Well, my name is Hurts. Dick Hurts. Like how it feels when I take it out of your ass. Have a nice day. So I'm watching ESPN, and they have the whole history of the Olympics on. I don't know if you saw this. But in the ancient Olympics, the runners thought that clothing would slow them down, so they actually ran naked. Yeah. Well, that had to make that relay race a lot more interesting, don't you think? Come on, you got to be real careful when you're reaching back for that baton, you know. The baton feels a little spongy today. No, it's the Ugandan team. So they had on ESPN, I was watching this, I don't know if you saw it, they had the craziest things that ever happened in the history of sports. It was called Sports Rarities of a Lifetime, or something like that. And they had like a guy that ran the wrong way on the football field, and the ball that hit Canseco in the head went for a home run, all that crazy shit that happened. And they actually showed this, the tallest and shortest basketball players ever on the same team. And it was back in the day, the team was called the Washington Bullets. And the tall guy was Manute Bol. He was like 7'9". And the little guy was Tyrone Muggsy Bogues, 5 feet 2 inches tall. I'm thinking to myself, you know, they're on the same team. They have to take a shower together after the game. You know, that had to suck for poor little Tyrone in that shower. You know, because he'd be like, hey, man, get the fuck over there! I watch all that crazy shit. I was watching Fear Factor. You ever watch this thing? Yeah, I was watching one segment where they had, the contestants had to eat a plate of bull's testicles. I don't know if you saw this one. Yeah, remember that one? And it's like Fear Factor. And I'm thinking to myself, where's the fear? You know, I mean, there they are. There's nothing to be scared about. You're going to eat them or you're not. You know, where's the fear? I'm saying, you want to make that scary, have them try to eat them while they're still on the animal. That would be fucking awesome. So I'm watching this marine life show, and the narrator, I'm not making this up, folks, the narrator verbatim said this: the female octopus has a vagina in her nose. I'm thinking to myself, do I need to know this? Where can I possibly use this piece of information? Maybe I'm in the casino talking to some people. Yeah, man, it's been great. Oh, you having a good time? Yeah. Hey, did you know the female octopus has a vagina in her nose? Hey, come back here. Then he went on to say, I'm not making this up, he went on to say, if the female does not want to be bothered by the male, she bites off his penis. I know that bitch. Then he said, however, the male octopus has 8 penises. Now think about that, because I thought about it, I'm thinking, wait a minute, he's got 8 arms too. What's his problem? Because I don't know about you, but if I had 8 arms and 8 penises and my girl didn't want to be bothered, fuck it, I'd be having a hell of a time on my own. Hey, you can find a loose one, grab on. So my wife gets all these crazy magazines to make the bedroom more fun, you know? And I was thumbing through one time, and I saw this article. I said, hey, did you see this? She goes, no, what is it? I said, the wife gets the husband in the mood, and then when he gets an erection, they take onion rings and play ring toss. Like, you want to give that a shot? She's like, all right. So she goes in the kitchen, comes back in the bedroom with a box of Cheerios, and... you can laugh, I broke two, all right? So, fuck all you people. She takes all these surveys. Ladies, help me out here. She took a survey, and she found out that 70% of women would rather have chocolate than sex. Yes? Oh, look at that. A couple of yeses here. Yeah, a few no's over here. Yeah. My wife is in the yes side. She's like, yes, I would do that. 70%. I'm in that 70%. Which sucks for me. Because if I want to get laid, I got to dip my dick in melted chocolate. And she likes those chocolate-covered frozen bananas. So now if I want a blowjob, I got to stand in front of the freezer for 2 hours. She got a girlfriend, Sheila, just turned 50 years old. Got her first tattoo. Got a tattoo of a hummingbird on her ass. My wife's all excited. Sheila got a tattoo of a hummingbird on her butt. What do you think of that? I said, I think in 20 years it'll be a condor. That's what I think. 30 years a pterodactyl. Who gives a shit? I'm an idiot. I learned that, this is true, you can look this up, that the average man in an average lifetime emits 14 gallons of sperm. I'm thinking, wow, that's enough to paint the fucking house. Your friend comes over, hey man, your house looks great. Yeah, hey, don't touch it, it's still tacky, all right? What color is that, Ed? That's colonial jizz, that's what they call it. The new color from Dutch Boy. Colonial jizz. So it is nice to be. I've been traveling all over the place. I was in New England not too long ago. Anybody anybody from New England? Been there? Yeah? Okay. So help me out on this, because I didn't know this. There's a drink there. It's made with Kahlua, Bailey's Irish Cream, and whipped cream. Thank you. Blowjob. That's the name of the drink. She got it. It's called a blowjob. I didn't know that. I finished my show. I come off stage. There's two really hot-looking chicks sitting out, kind of like you two, and they kind of sitting there. kind of sitting there. And I walk by, and they're like, hey, that was a great show. Can we buy you a drink? I'm like, sure. And the other one's like, how about a blowjob? Okay. I'm like, where are we going to do this? She goes, right here. I'm like, okay. But I didn't care because we had a good itinerary. I swam with dolphins. Anybody do that? Isn't that fun? Did your dolphin kiss you? Yeah, my dolphin kissed me. Came out of and then he kissed me. But then it got weird. Because you know they come out of the water and they're on that back fin and they do the backup thing? Yeah, mine did it coming at me. They call me Merkin. Get the... Then we had a great time. We went to Jamaica. That was a lot of fun. You ever been to Jamaica? Oh, it was so cool. We went to Ocho Rios. You know, I get off the ship and I have lunch on the island. I go into this restaurant and I order jerk chicken. And then the waiter comes over. Yeah, man, you want me to put some jerk sauce on that? I don't think so. I'm not sure, but I think I brought my own. But it was was great coming back to Mexico. I enjoyed today, a lot of fun. Last time I was here, I screwed up with the food. I went a little overboard. I had the burrito El Diablo de Fuego, which in Spanish means kiss your asshole goodbye. I took one bite, my sneakers melted. I shit lava for a day and a half. What I wouldn't do for a Klondike bar. Then we went to a great little place. Went to St. Martin. Yeah, that was great. Half Dutch, half French. Now, on the French side, they have a beach called Orient Beach. If you've never been there, it's a nude beach. And I've never been to one in my life, so my friends are like, you got to go down there and check it out, man. So I go down there, and I'm walking among all these naked people, and I realized something after a while. I realized not everyone should be allowed to take all their clothes off. They should have a few rules, you know. Like if anything but the bottom of your feet is touching the sand, you're not allowed to take all your clothes off. If you're tripping on your nipples, you got to cover it up, right? If your ass looks like a litter of Shar-Pei puppies, we don't want to see that shit. And they had a lot of old fuckers, the old guys, you know? And I'm thinking, man, you know, you old guys, you know, if your scrotum is knocking over sandcastles, put a fucking robe on. Then they had all the French guys in those Speedo bathing suits, you know. And they're all walking up and down the beach. They all look like they were smuggling walnuts, you know. I saw one guy, he got a Speedo, black socks, and sandals. I'm thinking, wow, chick magnet. Hey, have you ever noticed the hairy guys at the beach? Of course not. You think they're shrubs. You'll be walking down the beach, and when you look, someone left a gold chain in that bush. I've seen those guys. They don't even use suntan lotion. They use Love My Carpet. And not just the guys, you know, some of the gals. There was one gal, kind of a full-figured gal, if you get my point. And she was wearing a fishnet bathing suit. And she was snorkeling. There was some guy, he had like one drink too many, he came out of the water, he's like, there's a manatee trapped in a fishnet! Piercings, you know, there was like a shitload of piercings. I saw one guy had hooks through his eyebrows, pins through his nose, more hooks through his lips. He went in the water, came out, he caught 3 fish. And some of them had their private parts pierced, like a Prince Albert, they call it or something. Yeah. And then the women, you know, and I'm thinking, man, you know, you're pierced, your penis is pierced, your vagina is pierced, you start making love, you know, those two metals start rubbing together, get white hot, next thing you know, the fucking brush fire going on down there. Holy shit! I got stung by a jellyfish.